Welcome all to the course on production planning and control. Today we'll be learning about the topic what are the advantages of short-term forecasting and long-term forecasting and the tools which are used in them. Coming to the topic, what are the objectives of short-term forecasting? It is utilized for the formulation of suitable production policy, right? What must be the production policy in generating a product that can be developed by utilizing this short-term forecast? Regulating the supply of raw materials. If there is a problem in the supply of raw materials, then there is no question of the end product which is being delivered in time. So to regulate that, the supply of raw materials are generally being done properly by the help of this short-term forecasting only. And even the best utilization of machines, regular availability of labor, price policy formulation, how much price is to be set once the product is ready, and the short-term financial requirements like salaries of our employees or the labor and the other things, all are being set up or all are being decided based upon this short-term forecast. Like if the product sales is estimated to be this much, and based upon that we'll decide what will be the amount of salaries which will be given to each person in different areas. And even finding the sales target, like we are fixing a product or we are delivering a product of 100 pieces per week, then based upon that 100 pieces and according to the market availability, we decide what is our sales which we have to do in the market. So these are all the objectives of short-term forecast. Objectives of long-term forecast. So when it is for a long term, we need to decide on many factors and large amount of decision making. So that is what is coming under the first topic of deciding the plant capacity. Deciding the plant capacity is an important factor because based upon that decision, we'll decide what are the different types of products which will be coming and what are the different types of processes which will be taking place in the layout. Even the manpower planning or recruitment of staff is generally done based upon this decision only. As per the availability of the raw materials, the staff are generally being prepared. Like in the initial stage, before the product is being done or before the product is being made into a final product, there is no need for quality team. As the product gets ready, then if we recruit a quality team, then it would be helpful in a long-term forecast. This is one example of manpower planning. So based upon that, initially they will decide when the product will be done or when the product will be ready for production, and hence according to that they will decide the recruitment of that staff. Estimating the cash inflows, at what time the product will be delivered and what will be the price which will be delivered for it. Everything will be estimated by the cash inflows. And even the dividend policy, long run production and financial requirements along the long run is what will be the objectives of the long term forecast. And based upon these forecasting only, we'll set up with the funds which are to be utilized at regular intervals for each of the period or each of the time. And finally, once the funds are released, there must be budget control over this expenditure which is required. Hence, this forecasting system is generally based upon this entire data which is present. That is, input the forecasting methods and what is the output of that forecast, which I shall be explaining. Right? Initially, for forecasting, what we do, we'll be having some input where we'll be having some internal data, some history about that decision which is taken, some subjective data based upon one's knowledge, and the market survey. And based upon these properties or these inputs, we start with our environmental data. Like what are the economic data, what is the social and the political data, and the technological data. And based upon that, if we want, we would change some things in the products or change some specifications in the product or whatever manufacturing firm we are dealing with. Everything will be done as input in the environmental data in this input stage. Next, based upon these inputs, whatever we are having, we will determine the forecasting methods, which is of three types, either the predictive type, the time series type, or casual type. And accordingly, we will get the output. But for that forecasting, what are the different constants which are present, or some amount of topics, or some amount of topics which will help us in getting the data, or even help us in not getting the data or stopping us from getting the data, are some data, time, expertise, and funds. So if all the persons or whatever or whoever are using the different products, if they don't have data, if they don't have time or expertise or funds also, or if any of these factors is being affected, then entirely the forecasting will be generally get affected. And finally, the decisions are being made based upon this selection of data and the selection of method which are available, which is coming to be under this forecasting methods. And based upon that, we'll be having the estimates of expected demand and the forecasting error as our output. Like for example, once the forecasting is being done, then what will be the demand which will be present in the market for the sales, and the errors which will be present in the forecasting, that can also be determined as output in our forecasting methods. So this is what is about the topic of short term and the long term forecast. Thank you.